Hello, Aries. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here is where I'm always wishing you peace and understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. Okay, so I did your reading. Here we go. Didn't take the cards out because when I pulled it up, I saw it wasn't wrong. Anyways, so your current energy is the Five of Pentacles, all right? And the influence is the Six of Wands. Outcome is the Six of Pentacles. Now we're starting something new. Why is this? You started out new, then you ended up being in stuck energy, and then now you're back in the new progressively, all right? Reason being, Six of Wands is clarified with the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Emperor. Now, what this tells me is you are very victorious, very happy, and I think you may have had like a lot of money. Or you had a business that was booming. You were doing really great, all right? Now, in the process of you doing really great, you shared your wealth. King of Cups, you were very... When I see King of Cups to the Ten of Wands, you could have been like a bit emotionally stressed or felt cornered. Like you made it. I'm not saying like you was a millionaire or rich. I'm saying you, in a sense, you felt like you broke a chain in your generational generational family, all right? Family line. You branched out and did something nobody else did, huh? And what happened is with the Emperor, you became like the one talked about, the one favored, the one that was really in control, really advising people. I do not feel like this is an Aries that was cocky, an Aries that was throwing it in people's face. Aries, I feel you was sharing it with everybody. I'm eating, y'all eating. If I'm feasting, we feasting. All right. I felt like heavy pressures. You may have had anxiety too, but the Ten of Wands is in the form of bestowing that wealth, that growth that you had with everybody around you. Okay. Now, here we go. We transition to the Five of Pentacles, and this is your energy right now. The Five of Pentacles is clarified with the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Princess of Cups. Now, the princesses are, or the page are princesses in this deck, okay? The reason why I feel like you have the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords with the Princess of Cups on top of Five of Pentacles is because you realize people was vultures. People was just trying to take from you. Everybody was trying to eat and nobody was trying to bring anything in. I think you being on the back burner, something may have happened where you needed people to be in your corner and they were not. Five of Pentacles is a card that is labeled as lack of, okay? I mean, look at it. It's not a happy card at all. As a matter of fact, this is my fucking deacon card, okay? This is my card. And I love my card. Don't get me wrong, because this is a hustler card. When you are down and out and you ain't got this card right here, show nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. That is literally how I feel. I know it sounds funny how I just said it, but that was actually my song earlier. Anywho, when you have that energy, you're in your head. Like Five of Pentacles, it's your resources. It's family dynamic. This is a big deal for you. The fact that you're showing up with the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords, what the fuck happened? You are not lashing out with people, connections with people. You're done with it. The reason that you're done with it is because you see how the chips fell and you realize, unfortunately, you can't control jealousy. You cannot control envy. A lot of people think betrayal comes to you, looking like betrayal, looking like jealousy. Oh, like I could peep that. No, it comes to you in compliments. It comes to you with love. It comes to you with celebration. It comes to you with happiness. That is what that is. All right? Or you could have done this. Take the energy, take it as it resonates. But right now, that's what's happening. Here, the Princess of Cups is saying to us, you are trying to be coy with what you've peeped. I feel like this is a emotionally intelligent Aries. And baby, aren't you guys fierce? An emotionally intelligent or emotionally controlled Aries one that is not impulsive. I'm not saying that they don't have impulsive tendencies or feel the urge to like fight. I'm saying that this is a Michael Corleone Aries. Y'all, if you're not a Godfather fan, that's who Michael Corleone is. And it's giving me Michael Corleone Godfather 1, not 2. Okay? Because what I saw was, excuse me, I've been naughty drinking coffee and soda, and I'm not supposed to do that. But anyways, you gotta live. In it, the image that I saw when I saw your 3 cards that clarified the 6 of Pentacles, I saw that scene where Tessia realizes that they peeped it, where he realizes he's about to, and he turns and he looks at Tom and he says, it was just business. He said, tell Michael it was just business. I always liked them. They were setting Michael up to, you know, off him and take over what they had. All right, because they just didn't like him. I can't even think of his name. What is his name? Anyways, because when the Don has the meeting, he's telling them in this meeting, you know, that his son he's lost his son, and the other one lost his, and he wants the war to end with all the head of the families. And in the car ride, when he comes back, he said, I never knew until tonight that it was actually the other guy. I don't see how he didn't. Well, I guess I could see it, because when you look back on the movie, that man was pissed when they took a picture of him at his daughter's wedding. And also at the funeral, when he dropped that rose in disrespect. Okay? Anyways, if you ain't seen the movie, it's just going to sound like filler to you. But it's a good movie. Really. Godfather is not overrated. It's a really good movie. Watch it. I will always advise people to watch Godfather, Devil's Advocate, Eve's Bayou. Okay? And The Lion King. And Cinderella. Those are my top 5 movies. But for real, watch Godfather and watch The Devil's Advocate. And ironically, Al Pacino is in both of those. But they're really good movies. Really watch them, like with an open mind. If you zoot up, chill, make it calm, get your snacks. That's what Tori's telling you, and watch them. But watch them with a clear eye. Don't watch them if you already seen the movie. Act like you ain't never seen it. Just pay attention to it. All right. Anyways, so he said it wasn't until, dang, why can't I think of his name? Anyways, so for you, Aries, you are peeping it. You're emotionally intelligent. You see what happened, and now you're formulating a plan. As in, this Page of Cups is not coming in the form of you offering an apology to someone else, or thinking about a way to apologize or to be friendly with other people. It's you loving yourself, peeping it, being calm, cool, and collected, and moving strategically forward. Okay, so what I mean by that is, like, say you got a group of brothers, and you eating and they all eating, everybody doing good. You're not the type that's in the front. You wasn't like that. People naturally notice you. You always get everybody their coins, you get everybody their flowers. You're not really there for that. Like, this is an Aries that's just there for everybody to be together. You just want everybody feeling good. You just want the connectedness. But in the end, you realize that, say it's like 10 brothers. You realize that 8 of them brothers are your enemy. 2 of them love you and love the other brother. Oh, did I say 8 of them? 10 of them. Yeah, it's 11 of y'all. Think about it that way. It's 11. So my math. So it's 11 of y'all. 8 of them, like I said, you realize just plotting against you. They getting together without you. They got a group chat talking about you. They really don't care for you like that. They like, oh, such and such think they this, that. It's a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of negativity coming from them. Although they benefiting from what you eating. You understand what I'm saying? And then 2 of them, You love them. Or really, we should just say one. One of them may not even be involved with none of y'all like that. You know, he might just love y'all, appreciate all y'all. He ain't taking nothing and he ain't giving nothing. He just doing his part. This could be like the mama boy in the group. You know, like he peep everything, but he says nothing. He's quiet. All right. And then you got another one in the group. And that one, the other one. So now we at the 8, right? 8, 9, 10. We at the 10. I'm probably done lost y'all in this damn math. And I'm really good at math. Don't look like it. But anyways. So, and you got the 10th one. So that was 8 brothers. Dirty. 1. Kind of in the shadows. And then here's the 10th one. The 10th one knows your heart and knows the other heart, but is just swinging in both, just staying in limbo. Ain't really, you know, might do a little chatter with them, kiki, and might do a little chatter with you. In other words, their loyalty is janky because they're just playing the mix. You know what I mean? They might say, oh yeah, I can see how he looked like that. You know, they might not be saying, oh yeah, oh dude threw that money out because he think he got it like that, you know, threw it in our face like that. He might not be saying that, but what he's saying is, you know what? It's like when he's in agreement, you know, when he's just going with the flow of the conversation, in a sense, he's in agreement. And then when he comes over and he hanging out with you or talking to you, or even when all 11 of y'all together, he's standing next to you. You know what I mean? He's standing next to you. Oh, what was that? They've been doing a lot of stuff around here. I'm about sick of it. Anyways, it's sometime. So, he's standing with you. He loves you. He's always there for you. But he's still not necessarily 100% loyal to you. All right? That's what I'm saying. You're peeping that. I probably lost you. I hope I didn't lose you, because I didn't mean that. Like, to lose you. I meant what I said, but I don't want to lose you, because it's very valuable that you understand that. Like, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. You peep it. So now you like Michael Corleone. You are being strategic with how you're moving. You got to understand that rotten fruit always falls from the tree. You know, remember Hothead, Sonny, and Godfather, when he was talking to Tom, and he told Tom, he said, such and such got this one and I got this. Like, he was basically saying that for Tom not to want to go to war, when he's telling him to go to war, that he wasn't reliable, that he was a soft ass warrior. He wasn't the lead of war. He needed a commander, and Tom wasn't that. When that wasn't true. Tom was basically saying, we got a lot going out and we ain't got a lot coming in. Let's just keep things smooth. There's a time to attack and there's a time to smooth sail. And right now we're in that smooth sail. But you know, Sonny was a hothead. And you know what? Sonny got himself caught up anyways. You know, y'all know how Sonny went down. But boy, didn't Sonny go down cold? Sonny was like, he could have stayed in that car. He could have stayed in the car. Nah, Sonny got his ass off that car. He let all them see him. He had no gun in his hand or none of that. But they took him standing down. Like 10 toes. I admired that in the movie. Anyways. But yeah. That's where my favorite part comes. Anyways, let's get back to your reading. So for you, let's go to 6 of Pentacles. All right, we got the game plan down, because this is where you at right now. That's why I spent so much time on it, because that's where you at right now. It's like, damn, what did I do wrong? How can I make this right? You're realizing you ain't do shit wrong. Being you is just being you. That don't mean you did anything wrong. You ain't in a position where you gotta apologize. You wasn't flossing in front of their face. And at the end of the day, so the fuck what? You supposed to be feeling good. If you don't celebrate you, who gonna celebrate you? What, you supposed to have money in your pocket and always walk with your head down? No. I mean, but you ain't got to be dropping like $10,000 in somebody's face like that just because others do it. Understand that when others do this, I don't know why I just thought about that, a water cash, and somebody just putting it down like, this what I got. But it may be relevant. Just understand, when somebody throw that out, know that you looking at that, and you may be the type of Aries that's like, yeah, you know, oh, that's cool. You might applaud them for having that, and you know that your time coming. I'm not saying you ain't got no vicious cutthroat to you. Because clearly I use Godfather. Godfather, they was gamblers, but they like transitioned over the where the hand was forced into, but that was the market, you know. Anyways, so that could be the case for you. But understand, when that person did that, you didn't want to formulate a plan to knock them down. But when you came with it, then they want to form a plan to knock you down. It's giving me Joseph and the colorful sweater. In the Bible, remember his brothers sold him off, you know, and the father mourned it forever because of jealousy of Joseph's dreams. That's what it's giving me. All right. Here we go. 6 of Pentacles. Look at that. You go from the 5 of Pentacles back to the 6. Okay. Now, in the future energy, very near future. Okay. You now are being strategic with the way that you're presenting yourselves. You're not walking around with your head down. You're not walking around like, you know, pretending like you ain't got it. You just ain't really speaking on it. You're more so an Aries that's allowing your presence to speak for itself. And when people come out and they're asking you XYZ, I think you're giving them nothing but giving them a lot. If you know what I'm saying. You know how somebody can talk without really talking? You know, just letting things just... Look, you're allowing other people to take on the narrative themselves. All right? Here, we have the Tower. You got the Tower, 9 of Wands, and the Devil, clarifying this 6 of Pentacles. This doesn't mean that you're losing your money. It's clarified. Why are you being strategic with the way you're handling your business now? You're being strategic because now you know who the vultures are. You're being strategic because you know who's really trying to eat and benefit off of you. 9 of Wands, it's giving me... You have been going back and forth and dealing with this complication with this group of people, whether it's family, co-workers, whatever the dynamic. Hell, it could be the scene of having the brothers, okay? You done with it. It's been a long time coming. You understand that they are who they are and they're going to always be that way. So you're going to be who you are. You're not going to be the one that breaks your mom's heart and don't come to the cookout. You're not going to be the one that makes people... you know, feel like, hey, you need to pick my side. You're not like that. It's giving me a very strategic Aries. It's giving me one who has emotional control, that's sitting on the sideline. You can think I'm playing this role, but I really ain't. You're playing into their story while you're allowing them to be sunny. You see what I'm saying? Or you're just an individual, like you feel bad, like you can't help that they life or they chose to be this or things worked out this way for them. It's giving me like kind of bread with the enemies. I know that sounds, ooh, you heard my voice shake with that? That's what it's giving me, okay? All I'm saying for you, Aries, in the end, don't trip because things is going to be good for you. But it's giving me this. Back in the day, or when you had your situation where you needed somebody, nobody was really there for you. When you needed someone to come through for you, they did not come through for you. Not the way that you knew they could have. You wasn't asking a lot. Whatever the situation is giving me, like, I just, you know, it's giving me like, it would have been nice to have words of wisdom, or instead of people being like, you know what? They're going to be down and out anyways. Ha 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 ha. That's what they get. I feel like that's what you wanted. Like some emotional support, and you didn't get that. I do not feel like this is an Aries that was like, yo, I gave you $5,000 and you didn't give it back to me. I don't think that was it. And use it as it fits for you, your situation. These are just the images and the dialogue that I'm getting and I'm delivering back to you, okay? But use it as it fits. It's given me one, I wasn't expecting you to financially support me, but when I needed you in my corner, you wasn't there. And it's not giving me an Aries that asked, like reached out heavy for it. You could have made like one phone call or saw them and they may have heard your story or something, and then nothing, silence. And now you know how to deal with them. Silence is heavy as hell, all right? So in the end, look at this. The bottom of the deck. Oh, you got Knight of Cups over there too. The bottom of the deck here, we have for your main deck, 9 of Pentacles. And here for your clarifying deck is the Eight of Swords. What it's telling me is that, yep, I just did this on video, but I'm having, maybe it's just a tick. Anyway, anyways, because I've been hard. I've been drinking soda and water, and I need not to do that. I'm supposed to drink. I need water. It's always been like that. Water and just pure juice. But I've been drinking a lot of coffee because I like it. Today I didn't go get coffee though. I made my own coffee and I still shouldn't have drank it without drinking my 4 bottles of water first. Yeah, I gotta drink 4 bottles of water before I drink a soda or a coffee. Well, I'm telling y'all that. Anyways, 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Let me tell you something. I think you have a solid partnership with an individual. And I think this here, you can have tension with these partners. Okay, with the group of people, you're dealing with somebody. All right. 8 is Mercury energy and it is Gemini. All right. Oh, was that in the last video of this one? Like I said, with the swords, I can't remember if I said it it's 21 minutes in. I can't remember if I said it with this video or the last video. But like I said, with all these swords here, what it's giving me is, think about the 3 main characters in the swords. That's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Libra is justice. Aquarius is the star. That's hope and healing. And then you have Gemini. Gemini is the lovers. All 3 of them deal with partnerships and restoring the emotions or pushing forward to obtain great connections with other individuals, healthy connections with other individuals. So this is something, it could have been dealing with the law. Like I said, I can't remember if I said it in this one or the one that I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Because I had the camera down so you could see the... Anyways. So here we have 9 of Pentacles, standing on your own, understanding your own value, being financially abundant. And I don't, finances is finances, but pentacly abundant. As in having your family, having good health, having, a good job, steady income. Pentacles represent the home. So all things in the 3D, you can see, touch, feel, taste. You understand? That is what the Pentacles represent, hands down. So, I went over it before, what Pentacles, the earth energy is. But you are very profitable and you're doing it yourself. People get pissed when you do it yourself. You just got to understand that. Motherfuckers get hella mad when they feel like, oh, I didn't even support them. I wasn't even on the train cheerleading for them. And then they feel bad. They feel like they should have been cheerleading for you. Or they thought with them turning their back on you and they're being silenced, they thought, you'd be coming begging for them. When you succeed on your own, motherfuckers get tight. Because you shouldn't have did that. I can't do that. I need somebody in my corner. I need people that I feel like, if you didn't hear that in the last video, this is somebody that's literally breaking generational chains. And with this individual doing that and changing the facet of what they feel the blueprint is, you're formulating a new blueprint for those to come after you. So yeah, there's going to be some jealousy. There's going to be some animosity. Here you are thriving. You see the bird? It gives me eye Horus when I see him. But because it's the eagle, it's the eagle. Anywho, with flying, you're soaring with the truth, knowing how people feel about you, knowing what they said about you. And on the surface, I feel like, yeah, you look good. You're standing strong. But in the inside, I think there is some, there's still going to be some wounds. I said this isn't the last one. Whatever. I'm not even going to refer to it. But here, the 8 of Swords, you do have someone that's in your corner. Or, why hear mother? So you have a mother that's in your corner. Great for you. And why say it like that? No, for real. That's a good thing. But you do have someone there, and I think that plays a part. Oh, because I made the reference to Godfather. Remember in Godfather 2, he didn't want Fredo to be taken care of until after mom was gone. That could be it. You could be surrendering to not arguing, not fighting, or, not taking it there until mom's laid to rest. Yeah. Wow, that feels really good. I think that's it. Surrendering for now is what it's giving me. So now you're just gonna let, you're gonna let things play out the way they plan out. you know, allowing things to run its course. And when you attack or you call yourself teaching those who didn't fall off that are still sitting there slowly floating, you'll take care of them then. All right. But these two cards is giving me surrendering for a greater good. Right now ain't the time to get messy. All right. Okay, Aries. First off, I want to apologize that this reading is so long. Second, I hope I didn't lose you in the math of what was going on. Third, I want you to know I appreciate your time and your attention. It means a lot to me. It really does. If this video resonates with you, give your girl a like. I do appreciate it. Also, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here. Please remember that we cannot always control the hand that we are dealt, but we damn sure can control the way that we play it. So do well to remember, no matter how it looks, you got this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.